It's going to go to Defoe, big old number 99. Watson in trouble in the pocket, and he's tripped up, and he's going to go down. The ball is out as well, and the Colts have a takeaway.
Could not get away from DeForest Buckner, who wrapped him up for the sack.
And driven down by DeForest Buckner. Welcome back, Defoe. A sack right there for the big fella. DeForest Buckner, he now leads the Colts in sacks following the season.
Our next guest is one of the best personalities in the league. He's also one of the best defensive linemen in the sport. He made an immediate impact with the Colts in his first season. He led them in sacks, and he earned his first career All-Pro selection. He's a 5-year veteran, and he's going to be a cornerstone for the Indianapolis Colts for years to come. We're so glad to have him back on the show. Friend of the show, the great DeForest Buckner.
Oh, yeah! What up, y'all? Thank you for having me again, man. I'm excited to be on the show.
We love having you on, Defoe. Let's talk about what happened on Sunday. A year ago, you were there with the 49ers in the Super Bowl, and a year later, you're watching the Chiefs just get absolutely destroyed by the Buccaneers defense. We knew there were offensive line injuries here, but did even that performance surprise you as someone who went against that Chiefs team a year ago in the big game?
Yeah, it was definitely a big surprise. I didn't expect that at all. I don't think any of us expected it at all. We knew they were going to have troubles up front. They had a bunch of backups up front, protecting Mahomes, and I just thought he was going to work his magic and, make something happen. I mean, he made some spectacular throws. They were just incompletes. And, the Bucs, I mean, you got to give it credit to the Bucs. They smelt, blood in the water, and it was just a feeding frenzy. Todd Bowles did a great job dialing up the defenses to go against that offense, and it was just their night.
DeForest, you're talking about the great game plan by Todd Bowles, but I want to just bring it into the trenches. Let's go a little O-line, D-line right here. A little pace party, a little 9-on-7. When you guys defensively are looking at a group, everybody talks about offensive linemen, and the two words that come up are chemistry and continuity. You've got a group here playing a Super Bowl that has never played with that starting five configuration. What are you guys thinking as you're going into that game, and what are you guys doing within the game to try to kind of confuse and mess up and disguise what you guys are doing with your blitzes?
Yeah, like you said, you got five guys that never work together. I mean, the biggest thing for O-linemen is chemistry, being able to work together, call out the pressures, switching off on games, and, up front, you're taking advantage of that. You saw them, they're doing a bunch of twist games with the front four, bringing pressure from all over the field. And, it was just hard for them to pick it up, communicate. And like I said, Todd Bowles, I mean, he just came up with a great game plan, and he kept the top of the defense, not letting Tyreek, torch them like he did earlier in the year. And the DBs gave the front, that extra tick, and that's all they needed.
Dude, let's talk about you, because there's some things that you need. After you weren't selected to the Pro Bowl, DeForest, you went to Twitter and you wrote a short little missive in which you tweeted, "I never was the popular kid." You got a little dunno emoji. Now, people were pissed that you got left out of the Pro Bowl, and then you become first-team All-Pro, and rightfully so. So help us figure this out, because you've had this great career. You get paid. You make plays. You have a cool name. Why don't you get recognition? It can't always be about Aaron Donald. We love Aaron Donald, but why can't it be about you?
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's just I don't understand it either, honestly. You see, there's a lot of great players in the league, and everybody gets recognition. And sometimes my name doesn't just pop off the page, in recognition, and being talked about in the media and little things like that. And that's where I'm very grateful, that I did get first team All Pro. It shows that my work that I'm doing on the field, my impact, is being noticed, and especially by the writers and the people who really know the game. And that's what I'm really grateful for. And I'm just glad that I'm finally getting the recognition that I deserve. And it doesn't stop here though. I'm hungry for that Super Bowl, being back in that big game. And I was so close before, and I'm just trying to get back there to take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, we want to see you there. I like that you're grateful, but make no mistakes about it. It was well-earned and deserved with your hard work. And let's talk about these last, 10 to 12 months for you. What a year. You're traded, you're relocated from the Bay to Indy. The Colts make the playoffs. What an exciting year for Indianapolis. And you became a dad, first-time dad. So talk to me about your first season in Indy with the Colts and really just what it's like. Oh, look at this. Celebrating your first holiday, new place, new city, new team with that sweet little angel.
Yeah, it's been an amazing year of events. Obviously it was hard at times with everything going on with social injustice and the pandemic, but I had some blessings in between. Like you said, being traded, relocating with my family, making that adjustment. It was hard, but it was very easy at the same time because, this organization, my teammates embraced me with open arms, and it made my job a lot easier and being able to go out there and perform, not for myself or my family, but also my teammates. They made that job easy for me. And I'm so grateful for that. And also I'm adding a new addition to our family. My little man, Dominic, he's just been amazing to see, especially in this off season, being able to see him grow. Being there more, throughout the day. Every time I go to pick him up in the morning, he's got this smile on his face, ready to see his dad. So, it's just been blessings, throughout this 2020 and coming into 2021. So I'm just excited for everything moving forward.
We're excited for you and excited for Dominic. That's so cool. You mentioned teammates. I think that's a great segue to the next question. Earlier in the show, we had a very healthy debate on this program. I said that Devin White was the best linebacker in the league. My colleague across from me, Kyle Brandt, made a passionate case for your current teammate, Darius Leonard. Sean O'Hare right here made a very passionate case for your former teammate, Fred Warner. And Kay said your former division rival, Bobby Wagner, is still the best in the league. So with connections to Leonard, your current teammate, to Warner, your former teammate, to Wagner, your former foe, and then to me, Devin White, who is hands down the best linebacker in the sport right now. I ask you, DeForest Buckner, who is the best linebacker in the NFL?
Darius Leonard. You just gotta just look at the stats. Look at the stats the man produces. The past, since he's been in the league, you compare everybody else's stats with his. When you see, when you can really tell me that anybody else can match those stats or even beat those stats, let me know, because I haven't seen it yet. I love all the other linebackers. They're great linebackers, elite linebackers. But Darius right now, he's just on a whole nother level. You look at it, he makes plays, especially in crunch time. When you need a play, D's there to make it. He's flying sideline to sideline. He's a game changer. Right now, in my eyes, Darius Leonard.
It's a great take, and you're saying he makes a play when you need one, and Peter's over here going, Devin White had an interception in the Super Bowl in the last 2 minutes. What are you talking about? He's still fighting with default, and he always will.
No, for sure. But, once we get into the Super Bowl, you're going to see 5'3" flying around making plays. Just watch.
Ooh.
My man, that's why we call him the maniac. All right, let's go from 5'3" to Dustin. What am I talking about? We check in with you all the time, dude. We know that you are from Hawaii, then you spend your time in the Bay Area in California, and now Indiana. Indiana used to be known for basketball and Notre Dame. Now, for the kids, it's Stranger Things. Stranger Things, the Netflix show. Are you into Stranger Things? Where do you come out on it?
You kidding me? If I was a part of that group, I'd be slaying Demogorgons left and right. What do you mean?
Yeah! Awesome. That's a huge yes. You're out there on your bike just slaying demogorgons with your slingshot and Winona Ryder's looking at the convenience store?
Most definitely. You know what I mean? Growing up, I had my own little friend group, riding bikes around the neighborhood and everything. And if we had the opportunity to go to the Upside Down and slay some Demogorgons, we would have been on the forefront.
Wow. He got better takes on this than linebacker. DeForest, what do you want to see happen in season 4 of Stranger Things, the long-awaited? What do you want?
I don't know. I'm wondering, why people in Russia got Demogorgons like their pets. The end of season 3. You just mind blown with something going on with them feeding him. To feeding a guy to a Demogorgon. It's unbelievable. So I'm very excited for what's to come. I can't wait. I've been waiting for a long time for this. So let's go.
Let's go is right. What's the matter, Peter? You like Demogorgons?
I love it. It's an amazing take.
No spoilers.
DeForest, we have a show here. It's a long off season. If you ever want to join us at the table, there is a hosting chair for you. We'll have a fifth host on the show. We love having you on. Good luck to you, your wonderful wife, and of course, baby Dominic. You guys are really on top of the world. And maybe next year we'll be talking about the defending Super Bowl champion Indianapolis Colts a couple days after the big game. Thank you, DeForest.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. And make sure you have that seat warm for me. I've never really spent time in New York, so I'm ready to get out there.
Yes! Oh, I would love that. One of our favorites, DeForest Buckner, will wrap it up on Good Morning Football.